It's episode 2 of Chef Pooley in the kitchen. First things first, I wash my hands. And now, I put my apron on. Apron goes on, and we're good to go. Love this apron. I'm going to be using my spatula, and we're going to be using our little pasta thing, and as always, my trusty chef's knife. Now, second thing, we're making pasta. So, almost immediately, I want to put a pot of boiling water on the boil, and I'm going to put my tool over there. Okay? Today, we're going to be making pasta Primavera, also known in other circles as poor man's Primavera, because it's not quite the same as what you get in Italy. So, we've got some broccoli, and what you want to make sure you do here is you want to make sure you got the proper claw technique. Your broccoli needs to be about that size, like so, okay? We toss that in our big vegetable pot. So I give this a really rough chop, it doesn't matter. This is a really great way to sneak vegetables into your pasta dish. Second thing, zucchini. I've already cut the ends off, okay? Zucchini, that's Italian for green finger. No, it's not. But in most countries other than Canada and the United States, this is known as a courgette. Now, you want to cut it down the middle like so, okay? So you got two long pieces right here, and then you're just going to do a rough chop through like so. Again, you know how I work. It doesn't have to be pretty. Toss it in here into our big pot of vegetables. Okay? Now, once you've done that, I'm going to show you what you have all here, but first things first, follow me over here to the stove. We want to make sure that we start our stove up here around medium-high heat, okay? Just like that. And then you want to add maybe about a tablespoon and a half of your finest Italian olive oil. Here we go, right in the pot there. Not too much, not too little, enough to sort of cover the bottom of your skillet, your pan. You want the biggest skillet possible for this dish. It's all happening right in here. Poor man's Primavera. Another one of Mr. Pool's classic Brock University dishes that he used to do. Quick and easy. Now, I'm going to show you how many amazing vegetables are in here. Come on over here. As you can tell, we've got some peppers, spinach, mushrooms, zucchini I talked about, broccoli, and I've got a few little pieces of asparagus. Notice how they're all about the same size. Now you want everything to be about the same size so it all cooks evenly and the same, okay? Now, we've got our pan, it's heated up here. We've got our boiling water. And what you always want to do with boiling water when you're cooking pasta is, of course, add a little salt. And as always, we've got the finest salts of Himalaya value right here. So again, a couple twists and turns of that right here goes into your boiling pot of water. Now, while this is happening, we also want to check our pan. How does it feel? Is it getting hot enough? No sweat. It's really good. We take all of our vegetables right here in this big pot. We've got about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of all these different types of vegetables here in our big bowl. So, again, I don't measure too much. That's 1 pepper, that's about 5 mushrooms, a handful of spinach, 2 zucchinis, 2 big things of broccoli, max, and you just go to town. You're looking for a half cup to 3/4 of a cup of all these different vegetables, and this is all going to reduce once you add heat to it. So, it doesn't get any easier than this. Come on over here, I'll show you what we're doing next. You take all these vegetables. My hands are nice and clean, so I'm just going to honestly just grab them and toss them right in here. And eventually, I'll just toss the whole thing in here. And you're wondering, that's a lot of vegetables, Chef Pooley, but you don't have to worry about that one bit. Because as we add heat, you can tell our pasta pot is working away. You want to just lightly move these vegetables around, Get them coated with a little bit of that olive oil. Okay? And as always, we want to add a little bit of S&P, the salt and pepper. Okay? So we've got lots of pepper here. So everyone always asks why we add salt and pepper to dishes, but these are just classic, a classic pairing that actually doesn't do more than bring out the flavor of what you may be cooking. And we've got this amazing trick here, here at Chef Pooley's kitchen. It's the magic of television, and you're gonna see some sauteed vegetables very shortly. Come in here real quick. Wow, the miracle of television. Back here, Chef Pooley, zucchinis, mushrooms, peppers, broccoli, asparagus. Look at how it's reduced in size. So vegetables have all this water in it, and when you cook it, all that water comes out. Well, there's spinach in there too, but see, you don't even notice the spinach. It's reduced in size so much. And that's the great thing about vegetables. They have all that water, and as you cook it, that water leaves, and you're left with a lot less than you think, okay? You also notice the color. It just seems darker and richer. Absolutely. It looks really great. Again, maybe a little touch of seasoning, not too much, okay? But you want that vegetable flavor come out. Man, good stuff happening here. Poor man's Primavera. Now, let's get to the good part. The good part about Primavera, especially Chef Pooley's Primavera, is instead of going through all the trouble of making some fancy-dancy cream sauce with really expensive cheeses and all that stuff, what we're going to use is some vegetable cream cheese. And we're going to take this whole thing and we're going to dump it right into our mixture. Get it all in there. It doesn't have to look pretty, okay? And what I like to do now is I like to spread it around, okay? And it's going to melt down all throughout there, okay? So it's cooking away here. I'm going to drop my heat down a bit. What you also want to add to give it that sort of creamy consistency is about half a cup of milk. And you just want to put that in here like so. And you are just going to move this around so your cream cheese starts to melt. The milk is becoming combined so you get that creamy vegetable Primavera look at poor man's prices. This is the no frills Primavera. There's no frills. It's just simple stuff. You can add roasted peppers to this, or if you like heat, you can add a little heat to it. So you want to coat all these vegetables here. And it might look a little liquidy, but as you cook it, it's going to thicken up. And the other thing you want to be adding to it as well is a little Parmigiani or Reggiani. Since this is an Italian restaurant, and this is an Italian recipe, we want the fanciest cheese here. Okay? So I just like to grab it with my hand, put it in there, just like the pros. I'm totally going to add some more later. But again, that's going to thicken up your sauce even more. Water's boiling. Our Primavera is Primaveraing. I'm going to cover it and let the magic of television happen once again. Go. Oh, you're gone. Hey, welcome back! Buongiorno! Look at this beautiful poor man's Primavera. Am I right? Oh. Very good, looking sharp. It's doing well. Pasta, here's the trick. Check this out. It's been cooking, it's fresh pasta, 4 to 6 minutes, okay? You want to cut that heat off right now, but I know, I'm going to check here. Here's how you know pasta is done. There's a couple tricks you can do, okay? The first is to make sure it is al dente, which is Italian for dentures. And essentially what that means is, can someone with dentures eat this pasta? Not too hard, not too soft, al dente, okay? Now, again, I just take it out, and then what I like to do, I take a little piece, it's good, okay? The other thing I do is throw it against the wall, okay? Now, if it sticks, it's not ready. Didn't stick, we're good to go, okay? Don't do that at home. Now, we're gonna be careful here, oven mitts or Chef Pooley style. We're going to drain this pasta. Careful. Steam bath time. Put this right back on here. Okay. Shake this out. It's all good. You don't need much to it. And this is going to go right back on top of your pot. I'm going to show you why in a sec. Here we go. Follow me. Now, look at our sauce. It looks amazing. We're good to go here. Now, this is where you get to decide what you want to do. How much sauce or how much pasta do you like with your sauce? Okay? So we just like to go a little bit at a time here. Okay? And just get it right in this pasta. And then slowly incorporate it. Okay? Slowly at a time. A little bit at a time. Again, it's going to be a little messy. Okay? Get it in there. You go with what you want to do. How creamy do you like your pasta dish? If I were to add all this pasta, there wouldn't be a lot of creaminess to it. So we add about 3/4 of the package, save the other stuff. Or if you wanted to add more cream or milk to your recipe, you could totally do that. So that's Poor Man's Primavera. That's Chef Pooley's Primavera. I welcome you to enjoy this at home. And as the Italians say, buon appetito e ciao ciao.